Somebody can read this top one here.
That would be 18, sir.
That's for the
That's for the sleeve.
for the timber.
For the jeez. That would be 7.
What would be my answer there? This is what you're going to get on your sheet or something.
18.7 millimeters, sir.
8 what?
18.7 millimeters.
Anybody wants to challenge him or tell me something different? My people, man. Nobody wants to challenge him. Daddy, child. Oh. Really? Nobody wants to challenge him? I will. Jelly, Miss Luke, what is your answer? Type your answer, let me see. War, type your answer, let me see. But you say your mic is down. See if you agree with him. Or if you're willing to challenge him. Not seeing none of those two there. Alright. So I'm challenging him. The answer is wrong, sir.
Okay, sir. Where did I go wrong?
I don't know what you did to go wrong. How did you get 18.7 millimeters?
I thought you wanted the full answer, sir, so
No, and I'm saying your answer is wrong, and I'm asking you, how did you get 18.7 millimeter?
well, first I take the sleeve reading, which is 18, and then the symbol reading would be
Now would be. We know what the timber reading is. We see it. It's right in front of our face, so we can see it.
right. So the symbol would be multiplied. Oh, I apologize, sir. The symbol reading would be multiplied by 0.01, so the actual answer would be 18.07.
Get half mark.
Millimeters.
Just get the full mark. Alright, so gentlemen, you see how simply you can make an error when you go to your evaluation sheet, when you see something like this, and you just write down something, and you don't follow the formula, because these are what you are going to be seeing on your paper. Something looking like this, maybe just a shadow, and you have to read it and do it, follow the formulas, and then get the correct answer. So he's so sure, and this is what most people do when they get the reading on the evaluation. They're so sure, they forget, they throw the formula through the window completely and just write down the answer. And I'm here not to mark, because I don't mark wrong answers and persons, or answers that are not correct. All I do is just don't mark them. And persons will come here and say, sir, you never mark this. I said, I know. That's the answer now. I said, I don't know. You tell me. Because if I mark the others and don't mark this, it must be a reason why I don't mark it. So you go back and check. What's the other to teach me? When I go to the board, oh, never did make my submission. I didn't multiply myself. Warning, gentle people. I'm warning you. Please, let's go to the next one. What's the reading on the next? What's the answer for the next one? just check something first before you get there. All right. All right. This one might be a little bit challenging for you.
Yeah, I still get it though, sir. I realized we just need to plug it in. Them.
Oh. You won't get it. Because this is not one of those regular ones that we use.
That one they fall right into the 8, sir.
No reach. No reach. You can't see the 8 stroke.
Because you have the 3 strokes in front and then the 8 strokes, so that they right exactly on the line.
Alright, so go ahead then. Go ahead now.
So, sir, for the sleeve reading would be 8. And the timbre reading would be 11 because it's near to 11.
But you're not reading the statement. I know what I catch you, This is an imperial, this is a metric. Even though we are dealing with metric, this 2 statement here is dealing with 2 different. It says a metric micrometer, each number index reference line of an imperial. You see it? So I'm saying, gentle people, even though we're dealing with metric micrometer, the opening statement is not metric, it just says micrometer scale. This one refers to this one you can see is a metric. It says a micrometer is either metric or imperial scale. That's the first statement, true? Then this one goes on to reference diagram A. You don't see the A, but diagram A, which will do this, and we know A come before B, is a metric micrometer. Diagram B is a imperial micrometer. So tell me the answer now that you have found out the mistake you made. Nobody?
1 minute, sir.
59, 58, 57, 56, 54, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 49. Be a minute long, someone.
So, sir, the sleeve it would be 7 3/4 of an inch.
That's the answer. You just start some crap there while I'm going over. Nobody? One person and them in a class, not you. No, Mr. Daly, I'm not wrong here at all, I'm myself. So I only got one, you drop asleep?
So me ask 3 minutes, sir. Me there, I just work on the thimble. Me have a sleeve, me work on the thimble, sir. Because you know land directly on one measurement, sir, and in between. So me work, me it intervention. Me know we call it again. And in between, so me I look for.
But remember, for the metric, we say whichever it is.
You know, for the metric, sir, but this one is imperial. So I try to remember the imperial.
Whichever it is nearest.
Oh, whichever it is closest, that's the one I work with. Okay, yes, sir. Thank you very much. All right, thank you.
Mr. Walker, I'm not hearing you. I'm not seeing you writing anything in the chat. Mr. Ward.
Sir, my final answer is 0.786. My final answer.
Miss Luke. Jadine. Oh. Jadine says 5. It's 5.
So right now, to tell you the truth, you see? Be honest, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Can I understand the calculation of that?
It's from when we are going through this and people take it for joke. And if you so all spoke in a class and you have said that, can you imagine those people who just come on yesterday and sit down in the background and left them mic down all over the place? I'm sorry for them. The evaluation sheet I got tell you now.
What are you reading I sleep? 8.
Look at, see the thing, what am I going to tell you except what is on the screen? Unless you're not seeing the screen.
Look good, brother. You're really nice screen. You look like you almost reach 8 in a but you have to take it. You have to take it as 0.075 is it.
That match I have to know.
In a reach like 8 is it.
Go read that by 7 then, alright.
Remember say each 3 graduation them are 0.0025, you know. So you have 0.
Maybe.
Oh, you get 0, 0. Is that?
Sorry, 0.025, yes. 0.025. Apologies. 0.025. I added a 0. Apologies.
Alright, so now we wait for everybody. So I accept. Was Honeygan gave me his final answer?
Yes, sir, at 0.786.
Yeah, I will accept that answer. And Jadine isn't. Listen. The reason I know your answer, you worked it from 10, but look at it. It's closer to 11 than 10. So, but I couldn't. If it was on a paper, I couldn't throw out your answer. I would mark it just the same, because you could also look at it. It passed 10, but it not reach 11. So whatever you're reasoning with, whether it is 0.786 or 85, any one of them I would accept, because based on your reasoning, I could not throw out any one of those two answers, 86 or 85 each. I couldn't, because one person could reason to say, all right, it's closer to 11 than 10. The other person could reason, it passed 10, but it don't reach 11, so I'm going to use the 10. So any one of those two answers you have, I will accept it. So our first reading on the sleeve is 7. Multiplied by 0.1 is going to give you what? 0.7. You add 2 zeros as your placeholders to supplement the addition. Your second reading on the sleeve is 3. Multiplied by 3. Multiply 0.025 by 3. You are going to get 0.075. The second reading is either 10 or 11. You multiply by 0.001. You are going to get Let me finish now. 0.011, or if you use 10, you're going to get 0.010, right? So it's one of two answers you can get for the second answer. So the first sleeve reading is 0.7. The second sleeve reading is 0.075. The timber reading is 0.011 or 0.010. Anyone out of the two you have, I will accept that based on your reasoning. All right? I can't kill you for your reasoning. I couldn't throw out your answers for the reading. All right, so let's start again. So the first sleeve reading is 7. Right? Remember, there's only 3 divisions between each whole number. So once you see this, you know it's an imperial micrometer. Even without the statement here, even though the statement is right here and most people can see it, from you see the 3 variations between the 2 whole numbers, that alone
imperial
must tell you
micrometer.
that it is an imperial micrometer. As against this one, see 1, 2, 3, 4, and this now becomes the 5th one. We don't count this because it counts already. Come again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why we get 10. Notice this one has what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Metric micrometer always have 0, 5, 10, 15. That. Imperial always have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that alone should raise your antenna as to imperial. Okay? So we have 7. So you multiply that by 1, by 0.1, so you get 0.7. You can add 2 zeros for placeholders, and then you go to your second reading. Your second reading is 3 on the sleeve. So you have 2 reading on the sleeve most times for the imperial micrometer. It's 3. This 3, you're going to use it to multiply it, the value. And we all know that the value is 0.025. When you multiply 0.025 by 3, you're going to get 0.075. So you write that beneath the 0.7, and you're going to now go to your